This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
Alright, one town saved. Time to find another one. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Guardians Crusade. In the last episode, went to the North Tower, and with the help of Dark Hero and Hideki, we were able to save the villagers, and we found like a weird guardian type of creature, some robot at the bottom of the tower. We got some type of ring, but our friend says it's not a big deal. So let's go back to exploring and see what else we can find around here. So we need to go back to the North Tower, but not actually go inside this time. We want to use the beach over there because it's a little bit closer for you know, driving around with the water bug. Is that what you kind of do, driving around with the water bug, or do you do the skitter bug, or what is it? Jitterbug, that's it, the dance. The jitterbug, the jitterbug, Bees to the trees and nobody sees us, it's the jitterbug, it's the jitterbug, Whoops. Didn't mean to fight you. I fought a cockatrice and he frickin' just kept spamming, paralyzed gas every 5 seconds. Like, what the heck, man? Whoops. I didn't even have to fight him in the first place. I went a little bit too far. But yeah, he just kept spamming paralyzed gas on me. And he was a weak enemy, too. He did so much damage to me. It's insane. Anyway. Alright, let's get the water bug. Yeah, I went a little too far with the... Alright, let's go into baby's inventory. Yeah, you can put... I decided to put the Chester flute in baby's inventory just for temporarily. There you are. The water bug that causes a loading screen to occur. Alright, so our objective is now to go to the North Island, so let's avoid it. I wonder if we'll actually get attacked by monsters this time or find any. Because there are monsters on the sea here. It's just, you know, we're not running across any. Oh, there's some. Let's see, that's my HP. Well, it's really low right now. Yeah, let's go and fight them. Yeah, they show off as big old boats. I went over the stats like a couple episodes ago, I think it was, but I'll go over again for the ones that are here. We've already fought you. Well, we can fight the crab bears here, so actually I need to heal like really badly, so. Because of the stupid cockatrices. I knew they were going to cause me trouble. They always seem to cause trouble in any RPG. Especially if you play like Final Fantasies where they can stone you. This guy shouldn't take too long to get down, so. Yeah, I was hoping we'd fight one of the new, yeah, I do like the fact that all the monsters on the sea are basically boats and stuff like that. Yeah. Nuts. There we go. Well, if we don't find them, it's not a big deal. It's not like any of them have transformations anyway, so. I think if I remember correctly, on the ocean, they don't really have the runaway feature as much as the next guys. You can see they're chasing after me, so. Alright, here's a new enemy here, the anemones. They have 320 HP. They can use Phantom Spew and Bite, and they can drop Angel Tears on us. Don't bite me. Ouch. Yeah, I still do a decent amount of damage, I guess. Ah, that one crit me too. Finish that guy off. Not really much more to say about. Oh yeah, Phantom Spew. God, look at all my HP going in. Could cast Tough Wall on a baby, but you know we're not too far away from our next location, so. There's probably more healing items. There's 3 more monsters on the ocean, but maybe we'll come back later. I mean, we're gonna be able to go in through the sea multiple times anyway, so. We'll head on to the island. Yeah, you usually have to get on the large sea to interact with them, with the boats. If you get into smaller areas, they disappear, so. Yeah, we just need to get over. Is it faster to get on? I'm trying to remember if I should drop off here or. Yeah, I guess I'll be here, so. Yep, let's get off here. Alright, let's explore this island, see if we can find a. As you can see, there is a. The island itself has. I think I've fought the stingbirds before, but little worms, I don't think I've fought them, so I'll show off the. See if I can get back here. Okay, yeah. I'll mention the stingbird stats again anyway. Stingbirds have 120 HP. They can use beak attack and lullaby. They can drop go-go beans. And then the little bird, or little worm here, has 20 HP, body smash, and body whip, and they can drop candy bars. Yeah, luckily they're super weak, so. And that's it for the island's monsters, so. Okay. Yeah, let's just go to the location. Like I said, really not much way to really just you want to explore to the yellow parts, which are basically towns or buildings or stuff like that. There's really no reason to run around. Kind of sad. I wish there was more reasons to explore outside of just going to the obvious map locations, but someone's house. The Zepeto family, box 128, Zepeto Island. Well, if you're the only one that lives there, I guess you could call it the island of, call it your own family island. So, huh. Well, seems like a nice little joint. Let's see what awaits us inside. Ooh. Seems like a cozy place to build stuff. I hope this part isn't important. It was on the floor. Yeah, it's probably fine, I guess. What? What a foul-smelling cloud of smoke. I think this machine cleans dirty air. Well, it wouldn't have, if you didn't have all these machines, you wouldn't need to make a machine to clean dirty air. Now, would ya? This one appears to be complete. I wonder if it works. Let's just yoink it. We already have enough toys, so why not more? Spare parts for living toys. This toy is only half done. I hope it gets finished soon. Looks just like the other toy, though. Whirr. I think it's broken. Brrr. There are toy parts everywhere. Whenever I see valves like this, I'm tempted to spin them around. Yeah, spin them round, baby. Right round like a record player. Danger, do not touch. Let's leave that one alone. Alright. Hey, this isn't a living toy, it's just a clay mock-up. I guess he has to set up his toy designs first before actually making them. Oh, this one's so cute. I wish we had a living toy this cute. I mean, they're all cute in their own way, I guess. Knight, don't you think this living toy is a little scary looking? I guess, but wouldn't it be kind of... I mean, we have vampires and bats and stuff like that, so why not? Ah, it's a kindly old man here. A bed. Look, there's something carved in the post. Zepeto plus Susan. Isn't that cute? Used to be young once too, you know. Yeah, everyone was young once. So just remember that before you insult them. But I would go ahead and insult them anyway, just to make sure that they're paying attention. Searching the cabinet. Ah, what could this be? We get the Zepeto helmet. Mr. O'Neill says the professor doesn't need it anymore. Mr. O'Neill's the first toy we got, and I guess he talks to us every once in a while. Who knew? Alright, well, let's put it on. Whoa, what the? Yeah, you get a lot of defense for this thing, so this is why I didn't buy any helmets, so, 181, so it gives us 40 defense from our previous helmet, so yeah, alright. Professor Zepeto, it's wonderful to see you again after all these years. It's me, O'Neill. I was the first living toy you made. Do you remember? That was over 100 years ago. You're Professor Zepeto, the one that invented living toys? Yeah, we're meeting the man himself. Zepeto Jr., though. Huh. Well, my name is Zepeto, but the Zepeto you're thinking of is my grandfather. I came to this lonely island to finish the work my grandfather started. Hello, little one. It's nice to meet you, Mr. O'Neill. I see you have a lot of friends with you. Have our little toys been useful, lad? Very, that's good to know. That will make Grandpa happy up there in heaven. That's that? You're going to God's Tower? You young people seem to enjoy dangerous adventures. Remember, you can count on your living toys. Yeah, there are magic abilities, so yeah, this is a little just stop off to meet the Zeppetto, the descendant of Zeppetto or whatever. But yeah, the Zeppetto helmet is the second strongest helmet in the game, so we'll want to have to buy helmets for a long time, so we can just hold off on it. So yeah, that's why I wasn't buying armor and equipment and stuff like that. So all right, let's go back to the sea for this little, let's check the well, see what she says. I wonder why there's no bucket to get the water from the well. Oh yeah, how are you gonna get well from the landline or the ley line there or whatever? Are you gonna just get seawater? But that's not good for you, so you know, for obvious reasons. All right, let's go back to the beach and summon the water bug so we can go to the next area. Now, if you want to, at this point, if you want to level grind and get like fight some really strong monsters to get a really good amount of experience, you could go travel east and get off to the wasteland. Wasteland's basically anything that isn't let's use the Chester Fleet. Wasteland is considered anything that isn't town, basically. But if you want to, you can go right across the sea to the next area and get like a ton of experience from monsters there. But I'm not going to do that because I think that's a bit overkill. And I think it's unnecessary. The game's already semi-easy enough already as it is, so. Okay. Yeah, we'll ignore getting off on the island here. Yeah, we just want to go up a little bit northwest around here, so yeah, we can get off here. So okay, so let's see, where's the actually I want to fight a specific monster here, so yeah, we're at St. Clary and Grave Road for those who are curious, but I want to learn a transformation really quick. Let me see if I can run into him. We want to go to the Grave Road because we didn't do that last time, but I might go to town actually really quick and heal. And then I want to find a creature around here. Yeah, remember you guys, do you guys have any? Nobody wants to visit St. Clary now that the fur fish are gone. Wait, I think you said that last time I was here. St. Claria, St. Claria, St. Claria, St. Claria, Claria, St. Claria. It's a song created for my city, St. Claria. Well, I'm glad for you. Yeah, let's go sleep in there. And heal. Oh my goodness, it's night, back from his adventures. You've grown up since I last saw you. By the way, I've hired a man to help out around the place. By the way, will you be staying here tonight? Yeah, there's actually new dialogue here after. You can stay in this room on the second floor. It's on me. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've saved on screen. Let's do that again. Yeah, some of the characters have new dialogue. I technically could go back to the beginning town. Actually, I might do that before we head on. Why not, right? I mean, the main point of me playing this game is just to interact and also show off dialogue and stuff like that, because almost no one ever does that, so. Oh, I'm trying to remember if anyone's actually in the rooms at this point. I don't think so. Yeah, really, what we're doing is basically we're going back to the Cave of Fear is what we're trying to do. Is our next objective. Yeah, this part of the game is a little bit more open because we do a lot more exploration on that. Yes, can I help you? Oh, it's night! You again. Wait, that was the governor. That was the evil governor. So he's working in an inn now? I knew you'd find me eventually. I know what I did was wrong. In fact, very wrong. Please forgive me. What are you doing here, Rickton? The cult took all my money away. I don't have a penny to my name. I'm working here now. I'm starting a new life. Huh, so he learned because someone basically cheaped him like he cheaped everyone else. He learned a lesson. I'm glad someone actually learned a lesson in this world. Well, in this world, it's fine. I'm talking about real life. But I thought you were on good terms with our team of cults. They didn't need me anymore after I lost the election. Oh, they used you and abused you, huh? And kicked you out to the curb. Working here has helped me realize how badly I behaved. So working in a warehouse job does that to you, huh? Now I know what a Amazon warehouse employee feels like, I guess. Actually, that's not even the same thing. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to check I'm not going to examine all the cabinets and stuff like that because there's no point at this point. I believe all that's the same. but the people are different. So there's new dialogue from the residents here. Because we haven't been here in a while, so. Where did you find that water bug? I wish I had one. Well, too bad it's mine. Not gonna touch it. Nagada. What's the point if there's no furfish out there to catch? All I do these days is pretend to fix net and rake the beach. Well, I mean, don't you get paid for like cleaning the beach or something like that? You know, makes you feel good. I don't know. Oh, right. There's no. I forgot there was no one in there, so. Yeah, it's just the treasure chest. I mean, if you missed the treasure chest last time we were here, you know, you can get it. Oh, right. Same kid. I already taught you. You know, you don't have to talk to me, but I live here, so. You know. My husband is still wandering around down at the beach. He's still doing it, silly man. Being a dreamer. I might check some of the other stuff here, just to, not outside people. What can I get for you today, Knight? I don't think there's anything to buy. It's the same thing as before. And there's no one in there. Okay, you can ignore that. There you go. As far as I'm aware, the searching of actual stuff doesn't change, so. Grand Imping Sale. Don't miss the chance to save. Funny how we've been, with the whole point of us leaving for the Cave of Fear was to go save Baby and get the God's Tower, and here we are right back where we started. It's another beautiful day in the peaceful village of San Claria. It's always a beautiful day if you in your neighborhood, especially Mr. Rogers hanging around. Howdy, Knight. How are you doing? Did you see that huge bird that flew over here by a little while ago? Bet you that bird would have tasted delicious. Oh yeah, that was the bird that kicked us out of the cave. That bird was scary, man. This table must be expensive. Oh, she would have said it before. That loud little merchant must be doing very well. He bought every single fur product I had. Wait, loud merchant, dude? Hold on. What salesman sure has a loud voice? Huh. Nah, it's probably someone else. Nah, don't take any notice of that, viewers. I would ignore what those people said. My friend used to have a really weird birthmark on his face, but it's gone now. I wonder if that's a sign or something. I didn't think, well, can birthmarks just disappear? I guess your body could heal it depending on what type of damage it is. I wish that poet would ask me on a date. But you straight up say it this time, lady. Well, he's a poet. He's a dreamer. You know, you have to be, unfortunately in this case, you're going to have to be aggressive, lady. I've always wanted to know what was on the other side of the sea. Well, now I can show you. I've got a water bug. Water bug. I can do the jitterbug. You know, I've got it all. I'm the king. I'm the man. I'm the knight. You know. Now, let's see what the mayor has to say. Oh wait, that's just the underground part. Yeah, we'll stop by the main town to see if they have anything to say. No, they still aren't catching very many furfish. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I asked you that question. I guess I did, because that's how you answered me. So, cool. Hey, I need to sell some of that old equipment I've got, too, while we're here, so. Might as well get it out of my inventory, so. Sell the white shield. We don't need that anymore. Yeah, it's white elemental, or light elemental. Oh, yeah, I ended up getting a couple wicker shields from random encounters, but they don't sell for very much anyway. Although now that we have the hobo, we have better chances of getting the equipment drops from enemies now if we need some, or if I just need to if I just want to get extra money from stealing from them, because it doesn't cost that much to summon Hobo Joe. All right, let me see if I can grab some. For transformations, I need Jellyfish Man, Dino, and Noggins, which are around here. I'll see if I can run across them. If not, I'll cut to when I do. Alright, we're in the Noggin transformation. I guess I'll show it in because Baby automatically finishes them off. So, because that's how they only have 30 HP, remember, from way back then. So yeah, let's go back to town, see how everyone's doing. And then we'll head on to the Cave of Fear, which is our next destination there. So, and on the way there, I want to fight one more enemy. So, let's see how the townspeople are doing. Welcome back, Knight. You're going on a journey again? I know, I know. Oh, well. I'm glad you know I'm going on a journey, and I appreciate you welcoming me back with all the flair and circumstance. Okay. Yeah, luckily, unlike other RPGs where a peasant village gets burnt to the ground, this didn't happen in this game, which is nice. Nice change of pace. Hey, Knight, good to see you again. Yeah, most of the dialogue isn't anything, like, super noteworthy, but I want to show it off anyway, just for, you know, purposes of a living world where, you know, the enemies interact with you and say stuff after so much time has passed. You know, I like when games do stuff like that. Just makes it, like I said, feel lived in. Oh, just doing the laundry as usual. But hey, nothing wrong with that. If you enjoy it or it helps you with life, you know, do what you need to do. Let's see how the mayor's doing. By the way, you don't have to come back here. It's not necessary, so. It can be completely ignored, so. Knight, I see you found your little friend again. So, you believe that man in the light was not a dream? Okay then, you should take it to God's Tower. I sense it's going to be a long journey. I wish you good luck. I hope you come back sometime soon, Knight. And don't forget, you were born here. This is where you belong. Okay. Well, thanks. At least the mayor's a good old sort. Yeah, this is the same guy who told us to dump the baby in the cave. I don't know, it's just funny how a game just told us to basically dump a baby in a river for all intents and purposes, or in a cave to abandon it. Dark cat is always whining about something. But you love him. That's why you're a cat man. Like one of those, was it, instead of a cat mom, you got a cat dad. So. They hate cats and then they absolutely adore them, or the cat ends up loving the dad even though it's the wife that got the cat or something like that. That's usually how it happens a lot of times. Not all the times, but it's pretty funny when it does. Because either the dad's like, I hate cats, and then they end up doing more with the cat than or the cat just gravitates towards the guy more. Maybe it's because the guy ignored the cat, so the cat's like, I gotta get the attention of that dude. I just gotta. You know what I mean? Knight, it's nice to see you again. It is nice to see you again. Howdy ho there, Childorino. Yeah, anyone else in here? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, there was a couple of people in those near the farm, but after that we'll head to the Cave of Fear. The Cave of Fear. I know some of this exploration isn't necessary to do. Some of it you can ignore, and some of it you have to do, so. My vegetables still won't grow. Oh dear, that's not good. Knight, you're back. I saw a gigantic bird flying around a moment ago and I was afraid it might have eaten you up. Grandma kept telling me stories about vicious monsters. I'm so glad to see you're back. Yeah, all these people missed me, so. When you disappeared, Grandma got real worried. You know how she is? She thought you were going to be swallowed up by some huge monster. I knew you'd come home one day, though. Okay, so we're done with the old town, so let's head on to the Cave of Fear and see what we missed in the cave with the bird there. Okay, yeah. Like I said, a lot of her dialogue when it comes to description is the same. So, yeah, enemies here, for those who remember, there's little worms, noggins, jellyfish man on the beach, monkey tails, bone flies. Well, not in this specific area, but in the areas we're exploring later on. With the Cave of Fear, there's going to be jesters, bone flies, and dinos. Dinos is what I want to get to next. Yeah, so that way I can fill up his transformation gauge. Well, I don't need to, but I want to, just to kind of fill things out, so. I have to do it, folks. It's one of those things where it's an addiction, man. I gotta fill out all my transformation forms or anything in these games. I forgot those noggins drop candy bars like all the time. Like they're dropping them like pretty frequently. I think it's because of the beginning of the game, so they didn't want you to get hosed, so they made the drop rate for them pretty high. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get a dino to pop up before we go into that cave up ahead. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. I don't have to cut that out. Yeah, we're gonna one-shot this guy anyway, so. I mean, I guess I could have stolen from him for a hamburger, but not really worth it at this point. Yep, we learned the transformation of Dino, so. And like I said, You'd think weaker transformations would be worse, but because of Baby's levels, they stack up with his stats. So any transformation is viable. It's just there are certain transformations that are better than others. So, all right, back in the Cave of Fear again. So, okay, so I want to learn another transformation. That's why I'm here. So let me see if I can find a fat bat really quick. I'll cut to when I find him. Oh, we got the transformation there. I must have missed those guys the first time I was here in the first place. Let me show off the transformation from those guys. The snake arrows. I guess I hadn't gotten those guys before, so could swear I had gotten them. All right. Well, anyway, now I'm gonna find the fat bats. There we go. Finally found a fat bat, and I take it out one shot. God, that took forever. I had to go really far into the cave to find it, so. And I kept getting everything else except for the fat bat, so. Alright, we got the transformation, so we got the... well, I was originally here just for the one, but I guess there was this... I guess I hadn't defeated the snake arrows there. With the baby in tow, so. Alright, before we go, actually, let's go see how the cave... I forgot their name now. The little green men that live here. They're actually not too far away from this spot, so... If I go this way, we'll be able to run into them, so... Yeah, see if they have anything to say. I actually don't remember. We're a peaceful tribe. Oh, you are you? Well, let's see what's going on inside. I don't know if they have new dialogue. I actually generally don't remember. Welcome back, Brave Knight. How are you? I can go about my business in peace again, thanks to you. I mean, one guy said welcome back, so I guess that was worth the journey. I mean, I cut most of the running back into the cave out anyway, so because we got all the treasure. Thank you for your help, Brave Knight. Can help you. Yeah, that's all the... Oh yeah, I never showed off examining stuff before you. What a nice table. I wish I had one like it. I wonder what this jar's doing here. A six-sided bowl? You don't see that very often. You found a freedom root. You like it? It tastes very good. And we automatically buy it, yeah, so. Searching the wood box, you found a hamburger. You like it? It tastes very good. Yeah, see, this is what I meant by way back, that if you search everything, yeah, candy bar, he makes you buy it, so. But we have the money now, so it's actually not that big of a deal. I just didn't do it at the time because, you know, he forced you to buy it, so. But now I don't mind so much. Just, wouldn't that be weird, some shopkeeper forcing a candy bar in your face and you're like, eat it, eat the sugar, eat the crap inside of it. I'm like, no, no. Well, if you're a kid, you love it, but there hasn't been much excitement around here lately. I'm sorry we made your life so peaceful. No, he didn't say it mean, it's just, you know. Now that the mushmare's gone, life is much better. I'd rather live a life in peace than excitement, to tell you the truth. Comfort, you know, guardsmanship. Prosperity, serenity. You look different somehow. Older, stronger, perhaps. Well, I've gained quite a few levels. We're almost at like 30 at this point, so. Are you going to stay here again tonight? Sure, why not? Didn't take any damage, but who cares about that nonsense? We're so powerful now, we don't take like 1 HP of damage. So, I believe this game is a minimum, so you have to take at least 1. It just reduces it down so much, so. And obviously it's a chance to come here if you missed a living toy for some reason, so. Although, how would you know that you missed it in the first place unless you had a guide or knew what you're looking for, you know what I mean? But I do like the fact you can go back to old areas. There's actually another way to go back to old areas a little bit more quicker, but rumor has it that the caves back there are quite amazing. Well, until you get chased by a giant bird and get kicked out of the caves and forced on your adventure until you can come back to places like this. Yeah, cool. We'll use Foreman to get out of here in a second, so. I've often wondered about that shrine. Oh yeah. Okay. I think I have to be. Okay, let me do it here. So, okay. All right. Next objective is back to the water bug. and to our next destination. So, all right. So we need to drop by. What the? Nuts. Yeah, the bridge is out. But anyway, so we need to go back to the. Basically, need to go to the beach on the southeast area here. So we need to run all the way back. Because we want to basically our next destination is Easton, and you can't be kicked out of the unlike like when you were here before, we ran out of the cave and got thrown into the next area. Here we'll actually have to manually walk over there. So via the there's the gravesite there. So what, you can't get over there? Yeah, you can. Not really, though. Yeah, this isn't the one you're supposed to go to. I just wanted to show off that there is a beach here. If you, I guess you could technically get off on it as the water bug, but there's not much you can really do about that, so. Yeah, too bad right now we don't really have a quick travel situation. But in this game, it's actually fine because of the nature of the game. Does not need it. And there really is very little backtracking. I'm only doing this because I can. You don't have to go get all those transformations. I don't even think it does anything unique to Baby, like it doesn't like extra power him up or anything like that. It at least I don't recall. I'll have to look that up again, but I believe it just gives him more options. That's all it is. So might just go back to the actual beach itself. I was seeing if there's any others, like anything else I can find here while we're in the general area. Yeah, I guess I could have gone to the town back last while we're here. I'm trying to remember. Well, anyway. Whoop. I showed it off that you can't actually summon Chester here, so let me do that again. Because there's some dialogue for doing that. Yeah, nothing happened. It's because the water bug can't get to this location from here, so okay. Alright, well anyway, let's go back to the actual beach this time, so. Yeah, our next destination is Easton, so, or Easton, or however you want to pronounce it. I think it's Easton. Yeah, water bug can only be summoned on a like an ocean area like this, because there's enough room for him to run around or whatever. Okay, let's summon him again. Alright, so Easton is northeast of the continent, for those who are curious, so we'll have to do a little bit of you know, running around to get over there, so. I guess if you don't want to deal with random encounters, you could stick close to the landmass there, because that'll prevent monsters from attacking you. Unfortunately, it'll be a bit of a hop, skip, and a jump to get over to Easton, so. Or Easton. I guess it's technically Easton, isn't it? Let's see if we have any more monsters I can run across while we're heading over there, so. So are the ships piloted by the monsters, or are the ships monsters? That's an interesting question now that I think about it. Because when you get attacked by them, oh, finally got some new monsters. I don't know if I was gonna cut those out. When you get attacked by them, you fight them on the ship itself. So it's like, are they piloting? But anyway, there's a Shelloid here. They have 270 HP. They can use Violent Jam and Paralysis, and they can drop Freedom Roots. And then the other one is a Hogfish. They can use Tornado or Bite, and they can also drop Bubblegum. The only other monster we haven't fought is a Serpentine, so hopefully we'll run across that. If not a big deal. These guys won't do much damage to us. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The ship battles are. I don't think they have like a weak version of the ship, like where you can avoid them. It's just they'll attack you anyway. But yeah, like I said, these guys aren't doing hardly any damage to us, so really not much of a threat. Alright, done and done. We'll have to see if we can run across a serpentine at some point. If not, not a huge deal. I just like showing off all the monsters once if I can help it, so. Yeah, really, if we want to do anything, we need to get to Port Z is really our best destination there. Oh, I guess I could have fought him, so. Yeah, we have to do a bit of traveling to get over there, so. And it gives us a chance to listen to all the music on this in this game, or I mean this music specifically. So yeah, unfortunately we're going to be doing quite a bit of running around to get to it. The only reason I'm showing it off is because we're going from a different direction. So for those who don't really know exactly where to go, this will give you an idea of what you're doing. So, or at least give you a heads up. Yeah, just follow the coast if you don't want to mess around with anything. Yeah, I can't go over here, so no under bridges. The water bug's too big. Yeah, we just need to get to this town here, but there's another island over there we can drop off if we want to, but not for our purposes. So. Yeah, sorry, I'm making fun. Just listening to the music, so. Nah, I'm not gonna stop on this island. Like I said, unless it's a building or something like that, there's unless you want to fight specific types of monsters, there's really no reason to go towards it. Alright, let's head off. Drop here. There we go. Yep, getting off there. Alright, so we need to head to back to Easton there. And we should already have all the transformations. Actually, let me see if how Zed's doing in terms of dialogue. We could try to skim through that really quick. Let's see, that's the same. I don't remember these guys having too much major dialogue differences. Yeah, a lot of that's the same. Yeah, I'm kind of skimming through this because if you want to get more bugs, I guess you could just stay here. So, what, the huge ship strike? Everything will be okay with the captain light the Zephyr. Yeah, okay. So there's some dialogue difference, but it's really kind of picking and choosing who you talk to. So, yeah. Lady doesn't have anything to say. Wait. Is it my being alive inevitable, or is it an accidental? I wouldn't think about that too hard, my man. Don't bust your brain over it. Calcanor is so handsome. And yeah, the ship ain't here anymore, so the ship isn't due for a while yet. It sank, my man. Not much you can do about that. Sorry to hear it. What odd beach? Oh, that's the same. I wonder if he has anything to say to the ticket guy. If not, I'll just head on back to Easton. Or Easton. God's Tower, never heard of it. Okay. Sounds like generally most of the guys have the same dialogue. Yeah, so, okay, actually, one more thing. Let's check with the mayor or governor and see what he says. If not, we'll head on to Easton. Yeah, you say the same thing, so. Probably because it wasn't that long ago that we searched this guy, so. Oh, hi there. Are you old enough to vote? No, then get out of my face. I don't like this guy. Oh, yeah, that's the same dialogue from before. Okay. We'll just head on to Easton then. I didn't think so. Like I said, I only remember bits and pieces of certain dialogue. When I write my notes about, like, what to go back to, sometimes I skip over stuff. So. I haven't sold any fur fish yet. I just can't figure it out. Well, I think someone bought all the fur fish from what I understand, so. Okay, let's head on to Iston then. Since we don't have to fight anything, we can just skip right to it. So Iston's over this way for those who are curious. Yeah, we don't want to go to the heart. We don't want to go to the desert. We don't need to, so. Because in terms of transformations, we've gotten everything we can currently at this moment. Because we've had baby in our party since then, so the only reason I went back to those old places is because we didn't have them and I wanted to complete it at this point. So. Nope, don't need to fight monsters. No point. Yeah, I know that's weird with me saying that, but really. And we already talked to the mayor, so. Sorry, you can't enter while services are being conducted. I see. Alright. Well, we want to go to Marco's house. It's really hard. I'm surprised no one moved into the mayor's house after all this. Actually, let's talk to, well, really Marco's. We're supposed to go to Marco's. That's really the reason we're here. There's nothing to be afraid of. Our team is everywhere. That's not creepy at all. Marco has disappeared. Carmen is over his house right now. Marco disappeared. Wait, wasn't he supposed to be the next mayor or whatever? So I guess you're the... Oh, yeah. I guess you're supposed to be the next leader / mayor or whatever, but I guess because he's missing. He has anything to say? Nope. He still say something about the ring, so... I might, because I did a lot of exploration, I might continue on a little bit longer than I normally would, so... Because normally I would stop around this time, but... Those people give me the creeps. Yesterday they tried to get me to join their cult. They said, Lady Artima wishes your body and soul to join our family. That is a bit creepy, I'll admit. They don't like my cafe, you know. They say it's a den of decadence. I swear I'm never gonna gamble again. I'm done. No more. Is it because they have demons? Man, you can worship any religion you want. Just don't throw it in my face and don't be all creepy about it, man. You know? At least that's what it seems to be like with these Artemans, you know? I'm afraid to even answer the door nowadays. I think, what if it's one of them? Kind of reminds me of Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses aren't that bad. They tend to be generally nicer people. They just, you know, they'll go to your door, knock, and want to talk to you about Jesus. But they at least won't creep you out to a point. You can point out the fact that they... Never mind. Oh, thank goodness you come, Knight. I need your help. What's wrong? What happened? Marco's gone. He disappeared the last time I talked to him. He told me not to tell anybody where he was going. He went to the temple to complain about all the things that have been going on, but he never came back. I don't know what to do. Can you find Marco for me? I'll try. Yeah, she still talks about the ring, so it's like, you know, it's almost like you could avoid this part or something like that, so. But anyway. Alright, let's see if we can find Marco, I guess. We'll try our best. Do you guys have anything to say? I don't think so. Yeah. What do you want? Yeah, nothing to buy here. Oh yeah, we could buy the ring of freedom ring or something like that. But which would have been nice to have actually, because I kept getting paralyzed. But yeah, that's fine. Our team of followers are so spooky. They scare my children, you know. Then don't talk to them, man. My husband said that he was going to join the Artima cult. He went to the cult but never came back. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. Kind of reminds me of some Call of Cthulhu type of situation here going on. Usually, in the vein of those stories, it usually ends up being a cult 9 times out of 10. Although, was it? No, that was some. I was trying to think of something else for a second. Like another word or phrasing, but no, never mind. Forgive me of my nonsense. I speak gibberish. They asked me to join the cult, they said, but I said no. Then they went on about how wise it was to turn them down. What a spooky bunch of people. Yeah, it's kind of scary when someone says, you know, it's unwise to not join the group, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to carry a weapon in my house, aren't I? That's scary. You have anything to say? Let me stay for free. All right. I'll take free. Free is free is free. It's like the best thing, free. Unless it's something like, you know, dangerous or, you know, the obvious stuff. So, because there are some things that even if you get for free, you do not want. You know. Like if someone gives you poison, are you going to take the free poison? Well, as long as you don't have to drink it or whatever, I guess. Anyway. Did I go in this building already? Sometimes I forget what buildings I go into. Even though it's not that confusing. No, we already went with that one. It's just my brain. Brain likes to do stuff, you know. Likes to be confusing. Let me tell you about the teachings of our team of the wise. Uh-oh. They got him. They got that poor gentleman. Poor guy. He's been sucked up by the religion. Okay, well anyway. We need to go up here. I was watching the church, and then the market was, oh, it was terrible. It was too scared to do anything. I couldn't tell anyone. Marco is the third person to disappear the last few days. Huh, okay. So he's been captured in the church, huh? Or at least that's what they're telling me anyway. Okay, so we have to go to the church and stop them, so. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we're gonna use our weapons to threaten them. Step aside there, man. Non-believers cannot enter while services are being conducted. Oh, don't give us any of that. You better let go of Marco right now. Hey, what are you doing? I'm forcing my way in. Just stay where you are. Don't move. Now, do you have anything different? Nope, she still talks about the ring. Do you have anything to say? Okay, nope. Okay, just jump in. So yeah, we'll have to bust our way in. Whoops. Nope. I don't want to talk to you. This must be where Marco was taken. Let's go in, Knight. Hopefully you healed before you ran inside, so. What the? It's one of those blue creatures. Searching the wooden box. You didn't find anything unusual. You shouldn't be digging through other people's Dude, this is the church. We don't care about the church. They're doing bad things. You can tell because they got a monster in there. They got him? No, never mind. But we get a rotten weed for checking that jar. So we can take that. Is that fine, lady? But anyway. Yeah, we got a creature. This place is filled with Teacock. Well, I'm gonna have to wash your potty mouth out. For boss time against the gargoyle itself. Alright, gargoyle has 500 HP, can use nails and fireball. Okay, so like before, make sure baby doesn't get smacked around too much, so cast Tough Wall on baby. And then summon Pyro. And that's pretty much it, yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously I could do some of the other abilities to, and he doesn't even do that much damage, as you can see. It won't really take us that long to fight him, that's why I'm not really that worried. I didn't even really level grind for that. I guess we could have came here earlier, but yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Look at that damage. You gotta love it. Yeah, most of my battles will be me summoning Tough Wall, summoning Pyro, and then doing a Monomo. Actually, you know, let's show off some other enemies since we don't. Yeah, let's show off Windmeister. Why not? I don't need to. I'm just doing it just cause. I'm trying to show off different monsters and stuff like that. Actually, that doesn't do a bad amount of damage. Yeah, so, Windmeister's actually not bad either. It's just most people are not resistant to fire, so I usually tend to use Pyro too often, so. There you are, Marco. Marco, you're safe now. What happened to me? It was like having a bad dream. Who's there? Oh, Carmen. Marco, are you alright? Did they hurt you? Everything's fine. Knight and his friends saved me. Oh, Knight, thank you. Thank you for helping us. You and your friends are so brave. We just want to help. Thank you so much. Now we can finally have our wedding. The wedding? That's not for another few weeks. What? Don't you know how long you were gone? Don't get mad at me. It's not my fault. I really don't know. So he's stuffed in the church for weeks? Okay. That's crazy. Now his people found him? Couldn't a lot of people gotten together and... never mind. Well, you better get ready. Our wedding is tomorrow. Okay. You better hurry. The wedding has already started. Oh, sure. Why not? We'll get a reward. Wedding. All that. Do you swear to love each other until death do you part? I do. I do. Does anybody have an objection to this wedding? Me! No, I actually don't. Oh no, thanks to you, we missed the best part. Oops, don't mind us, folks. Just keep doing what you were doing. They thought we were objecting to the wedding. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Knight, do you have an objection? No objection, Your Honor. So be it. Now, I now declare you husband and wife. Congratulations. Everybody, let's celebrate. Weddings are always so magical. Until 5 years later when they get divorced, but anyway. Oh, you look so beautiful in that dress, Carmen. Thank you. Hey, Marco, looking mighty handsome, killer. Thanks. And just kind of running around town with her best and brightest. You be good to her now, you hear? I'll do my best. I do kind of like them just kind of going around town and talking to everyone. And just showing off the bride and groom, you know. You hear voices of a wedding party going on. Today is the happiest day of my life. To the happy couple. Cheers! Cheers! I just love weddings. I wish we could have one every week. They get you free cake and all that. I want to thank you all for coming to this joyous occasion. Oh good, the party started. Is it a free-for-all? Can anyone join the wedding? Hey, congratulations. Sorry I'm late. Don't worry about it. Have a seat. Thank you, thank you. No, thank you. We're not thirsty. Hey, Maria, bring us a drink over here. And a drink for me, too. Thanks. How many people are coming to this thing? What a great party. Everyone's here. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, boo, boo. Give me that big in a basket. No. Hey, you're late, pal. Sorry, Blade. I just couldn't help it. Shame on you. Of course I didn't get here on time either. Here are your drinks. Thanks, Maria, and a glass of juice for the lad, please. I still have my drink. Want a sip? Thank you. I don't mind if I do. Glug, glug, glug. What the? This tastes funny. Are you sure? Knight, what happened to you? Your face is bright red. Uh-oh. We got alcohol. That means the age rating goes up. What? The juice tastes funny. Are you sure it was juice? Knight, hello? You can't go to sleep here. Wake up. Listen, wake up. Do we have a pink elephants on parade situation going on here? Yeah, pretty much. Well, was he that tired? I'll carry him back to the end. Yeah, Knight accidentally got imbibed alcoholic beverages. Oh my. You know, in other countries, they have kids drinking that stuff at like 13, so it's not really that strange. Wake up, let's go. Yeah, but she still mentions the ring. So was I still out? Okay. Nope. It's back to normal, so. Alright. Well, if we check this clock here. Wow, look how big this clock is. Look, something fell out. Yeah, we get a candy bar. I don't know why we can now get that now. Out of all times, but. Yeah. Why not? Alright, we'll talk to Marco and then we'll call it an episode. Yeah, this was just like a quick little side quest type of situation going on here. Does anyone know? Why is everyone talking about St. Clair all the time? Okay, well we'll talk to Marco and call it episode. We'll talk to the rest of them next time. Thank you for participating in our wedding night. Marco wanted me to give you this gift night. What is it? We get the living toy Marilyn. What, is she gonna sing me happy birthday? No, that's a different Marilyn. Anyway, Marilyn is toy number 37. It's a multiple. It can fully heal you for 20 HP, so that is a really nice toy. So if you just, no matter what your level is, it does 100% heal. So yeah, definitely worth coming back for that. I'm thinking about going to St. Clair for my honeymoon. Well, enjoy that. I'd love to go on our honeymoon, but I can't find the time. I also can't find the money to go either. Oh, sorry about that. Well, actually, there's one more. I want to grab the hidden or the item here before we go, and then we'll talk to everyone next episode. It's in front of the cafe. Where are we? Searching the barrel. One of them should have. I wonder if they're really eating this. But anyway, we get a terror seed now here. So, all right. Well, we've done some exploration. The world is really our oyster, and we saved Marco from his whole situation. But what other random encounters will we take from here? Can we get more toys and other such treats? Find out next time in the next episode of Guardians Crusade. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.